You already have the time to build your business. You're just not using it yet. And no, this is not about waking up at 4 a.m. I'll show you how I found 10 extra hours a week without quitting my job, sacrificing my family, or burning out. And how you can too. I've been there. I was in a demanding corporate finance role, managing a team of 12, raising 2 young kids, exercising at least 3 times per week, getting my ICF accreditation as a coach, and studying at 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. because of the time difference between Sydney and London. Still trying to build my business, the foundations, the brand, getting first clients. The only difference, I made one decision. My 5 to 9 matters more than my 9 to 5. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how to create time, protect it, and use it to move the needle, even if your calendar is already full. I will also give you my favorite tool, which is free, which I usually share with my private clients, called 7-Day Optics. You can download it at the link below in the description. It asks you to track your time meticulously for 7 days, which in its turn will give you ideas where exactly you can start finding time to repurpose it for something meaningful for your future business. Let's talk numbers. There are 168 hours in a week. Here is where they typically go. 40 to 50 hours go to your full-time role, if you're still in your full-time role. 50 to 60 go to your sleep. 10 to 15 hours go to family and home. For majority of my clients, especially with kids, this number is much higher. So you need to review that in detail and see what non-value added activities such as cleaning and cooking can be outsourced to free you up. What happens to the rest 40 hours? It gets leaked through the cracks. Endless scrolling, passive Netflix binges, random admin, task switching without finishing anything. When I tracked my time for just 3 days, I found over 9 hours wasted on random tasks, on random chores, double handling some of the low value activities, different distractions. First clue, I didn't need more time. I needed better use of the time I already had. So let's get practical. Here are 5 strategies that potentially can help you to find those extra hours. Number 1, track your time like a CEO. Track your time for 7 full days and not lying to yourself, but being honest. Use my template below. My template gives you the whole summary at the end and the optics question straight away for you to zoom out, not just being in zoom in. Ask, where am I leaking time? What activities don't move me closer to my business goal? What can I delegate, automate, delete? Here is an Eisenhower matrix that you can use to potentially help you allocate all the activities you do in those buckets. For example, one of my clients discovered she spends 60 minutes a night scrolling through Instagram. That's 30 plus hours a month. That's a full-time week. Imagine how much work you could do on your business idea during that time. Another client spent hours watching how-to videos but never doing anything. That's procrastination dressed as productivity. So the first step is diagnostics. You need to become aware of where your time goes. Number 2, choose a power hour and protect it. You don't need 6 hours a day to build your business. You need 1 focused, undistracted hour daily and a few hours on the weekend. Or obviously, you can then plan around 3 hours during weekdays and 7 hours on the weekend. You would be amazed what you can do in 10 hours per week, 6 months in a row. Choose a consistent time, early morning, lunch break, or evenings. Block it in your calendar. Tell your family. Make it known and non-negotiable. I used to work on my business during my commute. 1 hour there, 1 hour back. That's 2 hours, twice a week, 4 hours. Then I stacked nap times on the weekends when my 2-year-old boy was napping. 3 hours on Saturday and 3 hours on Sunday. That was a minimum. This is how I actually signed my first client. This is how I built my website. This is how I started building my brand and write content on LinkedIn. You have time. You just need to guard it like it's your most valuable meeting of the week, because it is. You are working on your future. Number 3, ditch the to-do list. Pick 1 outcome per week. Overwhelm doesn't come from having too little time. It comes from trying to do everything at once. Instead, you just need to add a bit more structure. Pick 1 specific visible outcome for the week. For example, build my lead magnet, or create 1 client winning post, or script 1 YouTube video. Break it into micro steps and slot them into your power hour with undivided focus and attention, with no distractions. Progress compounds when it's focused. Momentum isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right thing next. Now listen, if I tell you you need to build a business this week, how would you feel? Probably overwhelmed. Or if I told you, over the next 48 hours, think about a particular problem that you could solve using your skills and expertise that the world might need. Then speak to 5 people to gather that feedback. You would probably be less overwhelmed. Remember, you don't eat the elephant, you take bites. Like my client Dasha, who did that, and like my client Ina, who did that. Systematize your energy, not just your calendar. If you are always relying on that motivation, you will lose. Start building rituals, not relying on willpower. Plan your day the night before. I also plan my week the Sunday night prior to the week starting and schedule things in my diary. Keep a single page list of what to work on next. Operate in deep focus blocks, remove distractions, and focus on one thing for 45 minutes. Even if it's 30 minutes, do it, but do not get distracted. Batch similar tasks. Write 3 posts at once. Plan 4 emails at once. This reduces friction, and friction kills consistency. This also minimizes the time in switching between the tasks. Number 5, leverage micro moments for micro wins. You don't always need an hour. Some of my best content ideas come when I'm going for a walk or when I'm exercising in the gym, actually. Use 10 minutes to brainstorm video ideas, 15 minutes to record a voice note, or for me, I keep a list of ideas on my phone and I always know what I need to write when the allocated time comes to writing those posts. Use your commute to listen to business podcasts or read a marketing book by Hormozi or any other successful entrepreneur. Small wins add up. It's not about big leaps. It's about consistency over intensity. And this is super, super important. Part 3, replace the myth of when I have time. Please, if you're waiting for a time to magically appear after the next work project, after the holidays, after the kids grow up, you will wait forever because life doesn't slow down and there is no such thing as perfect moment. You decide what matters the most and you make time for it intentionally. You don't need to sacrifice everything, but you do need to get intentional with how you spend your time and attention. Give your dream 1 protected hour a day, and I promise 6 months from now, your life will look completely different. If you are serious about finding time to start and grow your business while working full-time, I've put together a free 7-day optics template, which I mentioned above, so don't forget to grab it at the link in the description below. In that template, I'll walk you through everything I've just shared, time audit, awareness questions, and it will actually show you where exactly you can find those additional hours that you can then repurpose for working on your dream. Now I want to hear from you. What time of day will be your power hour? Drop it in the comments below, commit publicly, and ask me anything in the comments. This is a great way for me to connect with you. And if you want to get clear on how to define your business idea, check my video here where I broke it down specifically for you. I'll see you in the next one. With care, Anna.